you recently wrote a book.
Oh, yes.
Right?
Yeah.
It's fun.
Glad
You
think so.
critiqued the heck out of it,
Yeah.
right? When you sent it, and I'm like, well, you sent it to me, and I saw it, and you're like, what do you think? I'm like, who cares what I think? You wrote a book. Who cares if there's misspelling or any of that stuff? So it is Yetis Eat Mold for Breakfast.
Yeah.
Right?
Mm-hmm.
Okay, pretty cool topic.
Thanks.
I'm pretty sure it's long. I'm pretty sure no one's written that before, right? So Yeti Restoration. So Yetis Eat Mold for Breakfast. Why'd you write the book?
So we trip over with customers this idea that there's lots and lots of mold companies, and so there's two things I wanted to do. One, I wanted to set us apart as we're the experts. I really think we are the experts, and so there's that. I wanted to set us apart, but I really wanted people to have correct information. Because we'll go into places. I had a call with a realtor maybe I don't know, sometime last week, and we had put a bid together. They liked us. They thought, this happens a lot. People are like, hey, we were going to have 3 people, and then you were the second, and we just liked you. And we're not even going to have the third person come, but your bid's different to the first people. Okay, well, how can I help you? What's wrong? Well, you're a little bit cheaper. Oh, okay. Well, note to self, I'll make it more expensive next time.
I thought you cared about people and wanted to save them money, James.
That's right.
All right, sorry.
And so, side note, we're not always cheaper. Sometimes we are more expensive. But in this case, last week, I was cheaper. And they said, but you're cheaper because you're missing fogging. You're not fogging. And I said, hey, look, we're not fogging messing around here, guys. So I said, oh, well, that's because I don't think it'll help you. What is it you want to achieve with fogging? And they said, well, these other people, it's another $1,000. So we're talking about an unfinished basement. It's a nice house. It's an unfinished basement. The basement's maybe 1,100 square feet. And they're going to charge them $1,000 for fogging. Well, fogging is going to take $30 of stuff and a $200 piece of equipment and about 7 minutes. And so they're going to charge $1,000 for it. And in an unfinished basement. Now, if it was upstairs and you had to go through and cover every television, every whatever, and all this kind of crap, well, yeah, it's going to cost a bit more because I'm going to have hours invested in preparing your house. But unfinished basement, nothing in it. They've moved out. I said, right, what? And I said to them, what do you think fogging is? And they said, well, we think these other people explained to us it's antimicrobial, blah, blah. I said, okay, so let me just explain it to you like this. Mold is oil-based, it's oil-based spores, and fogging is water-based, just like all chemicals are water-based. And so just from a quick chemistry lesson, they're going to repel and not counteract. And so because of that, fogging's not going to do anything. It could land on the mold and not do anything to it because it's water landing on oil. And so they'll just sit next to each other for a while until the mold drinks the water. I just don't think that's going to help you very much. And she literally said, so you don't think you should add that line item? I said, that's correct. I think you should save the money. Even if you go with them, tell them, we want the job done properly. We don't want to pay for the fogging. Thanks.
Definitely hired you.
And they hired us.
100%.
And so that's what the book is. Hey, let's get through all the crap. There's lots and lots of people saying all sorts of stuff. What actually makes sense? Here's what makes sense. Do this. And no one's going to read it, right? They're going to get it and flip to a page that may or may... They might not even open it. But if they do, hopefully they flip to the page that makes sense to them. They'll read it. It's fun. It's got pictures. And and then there's a big bit about how to DIY, right? So why not DIY it? If it's really small, you could maybe, probably, possibly, depending who you are, DIY it. Well, if you can, great. And because I served you and kind of equipped you to do it, you might say, I can't be asked. I'm going to phone him anyway. But now you understand what I'm going to do when I get to your house. And B, the next time you run into something else, you're going to phone me anyway because hopefully I'm your trusted resource. So that's kind of the theory behind the book.
It's awesome.